Global tree cutting for cooking fuel. A closer look. Each year, an estimated 2.5 billion cubic meters of wood are harvested globally for fuel purposes, including cooking. What are the impacts of deforestation on the environment? Here's a breakdown of its major environmental impacts.
Climate change acceleration. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. Cutting them down releases stored carbon, intensifying the greenhouse effect. Burning trees during clearing adds even more CO2, methane, and nitrous oxide. Biodiversity loss. Forests are home to over 80% of terrestrial species. Deforestation destroys habitats, pushing countless animals and plants toward extinction. Disrupted ecosystems lose key species that maintain balance, like pollinators and predators. Water cycle disruption. Trees regulate rainfall by releasing moisture into the air through transpiration. Without them, local and regional rainfall patterns shift, leading to droughts or floods. Forest loss also reduces water infiltration, increasing surface runoff and erosion. Soil erosion and degradation. Tree roots anchor soil. Without them, rain washes it away. This leads to sedimentation in rivers, harming aquatic life and reducing water quality. Fertile topsoil is lost, making land less productive for agriculture.
Increased natural disasters. Deforested slopes are prone to landslides and flash floods. In places like Pakistan, deforestation has worsened the impact of monsoon floods. Air pollution and health risks. Forest fires release fine particulate matter, PM 2.5, which causes respiratory and cardiovascular diseases. In Brazil alone, preventing forest fires could have saved 16,800 lives between 2008 and 2018. Localized warming. Tree cover provides shade and cooling. Its removal leads to temperature spikes, linked to 28,000 heat-related deaths annually across tropical regions. Deforestation doesn't just affect forests. It ripples outward, touching climate, health, food security, and even cultural identity. If you're curious, I can show how reforestation or indigenous land stewardship is helping reverse some of these effects. How much post-farm produce waste taking place globally every year? Global post-harvest food loss, the hidden drain. Every year, approximately 13.2% of the world's food production is lost after harvest, but before it reaches retail shelves. This stage, known as post-harvest loss, includes handling and storage, processing, transport, and distribution. This doesn't even count the additional 19% wasted at the retail, food service, and household levels. Together, food loss and waste account for a staggering 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions, making it not just a food security issue, but a climate one too. Why it matters? Lost food equals lost water, energy, labor, and land. It undermines efforts to end hunger and poverty. It contributes to biodiversity loss and environmental degradation. Global food scraps, a staggering waste. In 2022, the world generated approximately 1.05 billion tons of food waste, and a massive portion of that came from food scraps discarded at the household, retail, and food service levels. Here's how it breaks down. Households accounted for 631 million tons, about 60% of total food waste. Food service contributed 290 million tons. Retail added another 131 million tons. That's the equivalent of 1.3 meals wasted per person per day, even while 783 million people went hungry. Energy poverty in Africa is one of the continent's most pressing and complex challenges, often described not just as a development issue, but as an existential crisis. Here's a breakdown of what that means and why it matters. Energy poverty refers to the lack of access to reliable, affordable, and modern energy services, especially electricity and clean cooking fuels. In Africa, nearly 600 million people live without electricity. Around 900 million rely on wood, charcoal, dung for cooking. Many communities face intermittent or no power, affecting hospitals, schools, and businesses. The path forward: investing in renewable energy like solar and wind, expanding off-grid solutions for rural areas, reforming energy policies to attract private investment, prioritizing clean cooking technologies to reduce health risks,
Provectus food waste recycling solution is helping create food supply chains for food security issues, create 100% pathogens-free water to address water stress and water footprint issues, helping regenerative agriculture best practices, address landfill diversion initiatives, curbing GHG methane gas from landfills, address net zero emission initiative due to municipal trucking from communities to distant landfills, help create circular economy, and help create jobs for local communities. Sterile biomass is the source of clean energy. Provectus is making the difference.